It's Alicia and Anita, and you're listening to Twinner Time, where we share twin stories and experiences. And today's experience is talking about the experience of experiencing our twin event that we had a couple days ago.
Here's the thing. There was a twin event yesterday. Oh, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. But
It felt like it was yesterday.
But I was traveling for 12 hours yesterday with a little baby puppy Mia.
Wait.
Because we didn't have a lot of time after to recap, we also just wanted to recap on the podcast. And it's funny because I specifically requested that we do this recap, and then
Wait.
I don't have any of my stuff. I left my charger, my headphones, my phone stand. And so yes, here we are.
I didn't know that you left your other thing.
My headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally.
I didn't know you left them here.
3 things that I use every single day.
And I know we're going to talk about the event, but I just want everybody to know that you lost your wallet 30 minutes before your flight.
I was being very type B, twin B for this trip because I'm like, oh, it's just a quick trip, you know? And I think I've been type B this whole trip, maybe, because I didn't really start packing until an hour before I needed to leave to the airport, mostly because all I was bringing was our dresses, one outfit for the airport, and maybe a different shirt or something because I have clothes in San Francisco, so I didn't need to bring anything. And I also wanted to pack light because I wanted room in my suitcase. But I also last minute decided to bring my suitcase. I was actually only going to bring my book bag. And then I was like, okay, passport. Yep. Let's just say one of those things was not on the list. That was also a necessity, which was my wallet. And then I was like, where's my wallet? It's not in my bag, and it's not in my book bag, and it's not in my other purse. And I was like, what? So I looked on my AirTag, I find my iPhone because I got AirTags for Christmas. Ching! And let's just say it was in Manhattan.
In the middle of the road.
In the middle of the intersection. Last seen 2:30 p.m. yesterday. And I didn't tell you this, sis. Somebody used my card.
Who used it?
There's one charge on one of the cards for $10 for Starbucks. It got declined at first, and then they did it again, and it worked. Shoot, some system I have. And then the second one was a $35 charge that I didn't recognize on 3rd Street in Manhattan. But it happened on Thursday, and I was leaving on Thursday, so.
Right. Well, Friday.
Yeah, it was kind of confusing, but yeah. Very twin B over here. And I forgot my charger and all that stuff.
And just to say, I can only speak for myself, but maybe a little bit for my twin. But we're not really stressed out about it because it's in Jesus's hand. Right? Or are you stressed?
Here's the thing. It depends on the thing. I think I allow myself to have whatever emotions I'm going to feel, and then I let it pass. Because I'm well, I don't want the stressing out to take too much of my energy, because then it's dang, man, that's a lot of energy. I was I could be using that energy towards a solution.
Interesting. Well, sometimes I lose something, and then I get caught up in the feeling of I wish I didn't do that, and then
go ahead.
That's when I give it to Jesus.
Yep. I actually don't feel that very much. Well, one, that's not really an emotion. That's just a thought.
Right. Well, the thought creates an emotion.
What do you think the emotion is?
Anxiety, stress,
anxiety, overwhelmed.
Actually, scratch it. Shame.
Oh.
I just feel shameful because I was I wish I was better than that. I said I didn't say you.
Would you?
I didn't say I said I didn't say you.
Wouldn't want to be like me, would you?
Hey,
I am actually the opposite. I don't feel bad if I like lose something in a way like I did something wrong. I just feel embarrassed because like I've made it my identity for so long. And then even
okay.
you and Mika, because you guys know me the most, and now Shayna, now you guys are like you all see that side of me, and then I just get embarrassed.
Wow, thanks for sharing that.
Yep. It's like
And guess
I don't feel like, oh man, I lost my wallet. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna know.
and guess what? What did we say when you lost it?
Well, guess you gotta get a new ID.
That's not what I said. That's not what we said in the group chat.
What did you say? Oh no, that sucks.
We said,
Mia's playing the trumpet over here.
I said, oh snap, is that work? And then Mika said, dang. And he said, you got this. And I said, yeah, girl, you can figure it out. You always do.
Oh yeah, they were very supportive. They were validating and supportive because you were like, dang.
Okay, let's get to the event, girl.
Wait, I'd like to start off of like us getting ready and what that was like.
Oh, okay. In this section right here, point right here. Other way, we played the TikTok right here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, TikTok's played.
Oh, that one like all crazy fast, yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Well, first I'm finding the dresses.
Oh
This
yeah,
was kind of
yeah,
a
yeah.
conversation that came up, which we'll talk about later. But I was telling everybody that like we do kind of like to do dresses because it's easier. Because then you don't have to match your pants. Like you can kind of hide your shoes. You can like, if you get a very specific pattern, it's like very obvious. Like, and one of the things that we were saying, like while we were texting about, like frantically trying to find two outfits while on different coast.
Yeah. 3 hour difference.
I said the outfit needs to look good on its own. Like it doesn't have to just match. It has to be like, if you just wore that, it would look amazing.
Wait.
Because I don't think that has been a rule the whole time that we've like tried to dress alike.
Hey, and that's okay because this is new for us.
Yeah.
And I agree with that because we have our green cardigans and our green shirts look really fun when we're together. But I'm like,
Yeah, she'll put
I
it
don't want to go out in public in this.
I think that shirt's cute on me when I'm home and I'm like cooking and like my belly is showing, but
Yeah.
but not when I'm out. Maybe, I don't know. I think it looks cooler on you than it does on me. Like it's not really like something I'd wear on my own.
I just feel like if I went out and about, like I went out, check the fit today, yo. Like I went out and about today. It's kind of too dark, but whatever. I went out and about today and I felt like cool and I felt myself. And I feel like if I wore that green shirt out in public, I felt like I was a little kid and that no hot guy was gonna approach me.
Yeah. Sorry, when you said little kid, it just reminded me of something at work today and I totally disassociated.
Okay, let's just skip that. I don't want to talk about that, please.
Okay. So getting ready, it was also funny because we were like doing our makeup. We're like, because she didn't have foundation. Oh wait, can I back up even further of like how we all stayed the night?
Oh yeah. Oh, tell them about Mika's plan.
Okay, Mika had a master plan, which usually Mika, this is one of the first things that Alicia noticed about Mika, in her steps of approval for him.
And this is Mika is Anita's boyfriend.
Yeah, Mika is my boyfriend, and I think maybe 6 months into our relationship, he was picking me up at the airport, I think, or us up because we both got back. Yeah. And then Alicia was like so shocked because Mika always parks the car and then he comes and meets me at the gate. And she couldn't believe it.
I was like, is he really gonna be here?
And she thought, because what we always do is just scoop up, like
get in his car while it's still driving.
I know. Then you like miss, and then you got the people yelling at, "Move your car!" Rolling around.
And you guys, it's not that serious. It's not that serious.
Anna got a ticket in Atlanta for that. So
Never know.
the reason why we point that out is because I only had a short amount of time that I was going to be there Friday night, all day Saturday, and leave Sunday morning. And then when Mika he was usually there to pick me up, so I was like, "Where is he? Hello." And then I did his tracker because he wasn't close, and I was like, "Oh, he's driving. Oh, he's driving next to somebody." Alicia and him were like in the same little car on Life 360. Shout out Life 360. And it was so funny because then I called her and I was like, "Girl, somebody's driving." And she's like, "What? I just woke up. What do you mean? I was sleeping. I got a big event."
I was like this. I was asleep. I was like that.
Good, because I was like, "Is she?" I was like, and then I could hear the
cars and stuff.
And then it was a little awkward because I was like, okay, when's she gonna give up the gig? But she never did. She played the whole gig all the way up until they actually came and picked me up. And yeah, Mika, Alicia, and Mia picked me up, my whole little family.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It actually worked out.
All Mika's plan.
When we were getting ready in the morning, Alicia was like, "Can I use your foundation?" I was like, "Yeah, this is great. We can use each other's foundations because we're getting ready together." And then she was like, "Do you have lash glue?" I was like, "Yeah, I got lash glue." And it was just like a lot of little moments like that. And then we were like, she's like, "What are you going to put on first?" I was like, "Do your eyeshadow first and then use this color." And then she was like, "Love the vibes." She just says, "Love the vibes." Out loud.
Out of nowhere.
I was like, "Are you actually saying that you love the vibes right now?" And she's like, "No, that's the color I'm using for the eyeshadow. I love the vibes."
So every time I would use a product on my face, what was Anastasia?
Yep. Oh, Mia's gonna bark a little bit. I just have a feeling. Anastasia. Okay.
Oh, moisturizer. Oh.
Love the vibes.
Love the vibes from ColourPop.
Yep, I love ColourPop.
Me too.
ColourPop girly.
We also used the ColourPop for the eyebrow fill-in, which I like to fill in all of my eyebrows, and Anita only likes to do like this.
I only put powder on the like ends of my eyebrows because if you
that's
do
where
this,
we're different. And that's where we're different, and that's fine.
It could look different.
I like it different.
Actually, on you it looks great.
And actually,
also, Anita.
who's talking, me or you?
Anita.
Who said that?
At the coffee shop. That's why me and Mika were laughing so much. Because Alicia woke up in the morning. She's like, "I want coffee. I want coffee."
Yeah, you made me wait like 2 hours for my coffee.
Girl. I know. It was pretty stressful because I knew you were like freaking out about your coffee. And then Mika was freaking out about them not having bread. And then here I am in the middle, like, "I gotta make breakfast." But
okay, back to the
makeup. She was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Anita."
Oh, he was making fun of how you said your name.
Yeah, and then she was like, "One more time," and I was like, "Anita."
And then he goes,
"Anita."
She says your name the same way.
Yeah, and then we came back from getting Alicia's coffee, and then I was telling Alicia the same story, and she's like, and then Mika was like, "Say her name."
I'm not saying it, no.
And she was like, "Anita." But he says my name like Anita, or like, I don't know. He says like almost like Hispanic. That's how they say it in France.
Yeah.
Anita. Okay.
We was talking about makeup, remember?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, that we did, our eyebrows. We tried to do it the same rate. And then our skin tones are like completely different. And Alicia was like looking washed out.
I was like a ghost.
She was looking like a ghost. And I was like, "Here, let's bake you. Bake 2016.
Okay, and then, boom, baby. Check it
Oh
out,
yeah,
baby.
Alicia showed up and showed out because she had her she doesn't do the curls, she does heatless
It's called the
curls.
flexi roll.
Not gonna lie, it looked so amazing, and I was like, oh no, my hair looks so horrible.
Literally so easy. All you need is a little bit of time, and then your hair
Also,
will come out so awesome.
also, her hair always turns out like 10 times better than mine. Always, always, always. And that's why I wanted to get her hair done, because I was like, my hair never turns out good anytime I have an event.
Hey, girl, one day it is going to turn out awesome, okay? Because we is not going to talk about prom right now.
Okay, let's fast forward to the event.
Back to the event. What was your first impression? Because there is something I wanted to say. I want to know your first impression when you got to the venue.
My first impression was, it's so warm in here.
It was so warm, huh?
That was like my, at first I was a little anxious because like the parking and outside, it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't in like an ideal area, I guess, maybe. On the outside, I guess. But then you get inside and it's like, wow, this place is luxury.
It was nice seeing everybody pulling up at the same time.
Yeah, that was cool. Reminds me of our family reunion.
Yeah, because Lizzie and Virgie pulled up, and then
Like
Alicia
literally
and
pulling up to
Alicia.
the side of the curb, like ding, 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 ding.
Like literally 6 people walked in at once, and it was
Yeah, and
warm and bright, and the disco ball was there.
then I thought the place was gonna be like, I get worried about places like this because I thought it was gonna be too big and too hollow and too like cold, and like you have to bring the vibe versus it kind of already being there. It was
Right.
not like that at all.
And they was an all-in-one service, and so actually to touch on this, when I was Virgie and I were looking at venues, I think we called like 12, texted, email, DM, whatever, 12 different places. And then there was one we were really close to getting, and I feel like actually there was 2. And at the end of like the review of wherever it was, I prayed and I was like, God, if this place is not the one for us, please remove it. And then the one that we were so close to getting, like it felt so like, I feel like this is it. And then the girl never emailed us back. She never emailed us back. And that's when we found Fluid 510, when they literally, best prices, everything we need, especially for the panel, because that was kind of the main thing we wanted to build upon. Perfect space for limited vendors. I love how they have the space for the restaurant, like bar, and also an event space. And then so when we talked to the owner, he was just kind of like, yeah, we really want to make sure this is a space where you can just come and have your event. We already have everything planned, as far as like, they also had like tables and linen, which are a huge charge for any other vendors if you're ever
Oh yeah, so
venues, if
people
you're
at
planning an
weddings,
event.
they always charge for stuff like that.
Yeah, so he was definitely like, we're all in one service. So we're like, I think this is it. Like, I really don't see why we would say no. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to proceed. And then if God, like, if you don't want me to have this one, then let me know. But it literally, like, checked all of our boxes and above.
Yes, ma'am.
So go ahead. Whoa, everybody. Sneeze alert. Sneeze alert.
Okay, what else?
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when the kids came in. Just anytime the little kids came in, I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, can I take your little tiny hand and show you the twin way?
Yeah. I thought it was
My
really
very,
cool.
very favorite moment was when the little skater dudes,
Yeah.
sorry, I can't remember their
They
names,
don't
but
skateboard.
I just remember them because like they had like long hair, but one was like here and then one was like down here, and then I was like, hey, nice to meet you, whatever, and he goes like this, Knuckles. And I was like, dang, he knows who he is.
That's your twin B.
And then like seeing the parents was like my second part that was like favorite about that. about that specific moment, meeting the kids and then the parents, April and Ryan, and introducing those boys to Daniel and
Oh yeah, David.
David. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was by far my favorite moment of the whole event.
It was my favorite moment where like I like being able to like kneel down to say hi to the twin A, the older twin, and then you kneel down to say hi to the twin B. And they're like, "Hey, I'm just like you, and you're just like me."
Yeah, and we're both like very self-aware, you know, just like you don't want to tower over children or like, you know, it's really overwhelming for kids to come in a space like that, especially like twins, and like you want to make them feel loved and supported, but you don't want to, like, even as adults it can be really overwhelming.
Yeah, we should probably do the same for adults too. I would like to hold everybody's hand. Quite frankly.
What are you gonna do? How did you get that little twinkle in your eye? I have a twinkle in mine, but it's different. You have two twinkles. You look so cute, like a little bear. Okay, what was your favorite part?
I just felt like when we walked the first set of little girls in, I looked down at them and I was like, I thought they were going to see us and be like, this is what we're going to look like when we get older. And then I looked at them and I was like, this is what I looked like when I was younger. And it was just so sweet. I was like, I didn't know that I was going to feel that feeling. And in that moment, I could have cried.
Yeah, we think that we're helping them, but really they're helping us. Because nobody was doing that for us when we were little. We didn't have twin mentors.
Actually, if I was thinking about it today, I was like, imagine us being that age and we had twins our age do that for us.
Yeah, I don't even have any memory. I have like no memory of meeting an older set of twins while we were kids.
I literally think that would have been so darn stinking cool.
Yep.
I would have been like that. Yeah, it was honestly like I'm just so appreciative of everybody who came, and just I feel like a lot of conversations, people saw each other online and then got to meet in person.
Yeah, that was cool to see. And like you did a good job at like going up to people and saying, "Oh, we talked online."
And we did talk online.
Yeah.
And Dave's my friend.
Mhm. You got friends. You got friends.
I'm a huge fan of parasocial relationships, of building connections online. I don't know if that's the word. That's actually not the word. Scratch that.
She's a fan of it.
I'm a big fan of actually building relationships online because I feel like I am generally getting to know somebody. Mm-hmm. And just the fact that people showed up, it was really sweet. So if we only have a few moments left, I just really, really want to shout out Alicia and Christina, who did the balloons for the event.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Because I was like, holy, like, I took a photo. So Alicia and I is the photographer that we used. And I'll link her stuff here. But so I took a test photo and then I was like, holy crap. And she was like, what? And I was like, this looks amazing. It was like that.
So good. And I felt so bad because like she was flustered about parking and it usually takes her 2 hours to set up.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, help me help you. And there was so much that I could actually help her with because a lot of the stuff she actually did need to be the one to set it up. And so we tried to help her as much as we could, but she did an amazing job, like given the circumstances and not having enough time. And, you know, it was like a new space for her and, you know, she did a really great job. And the balloons looked great.
Any other shout outs?
At what point, I really wasn't done with questions. It was just getting a little loud on my side. So, at what point were you like, Oh, I did this.
I think like before the panel, I was just like, again, like making those connections online, like to see people actually show up after making those connections online. I think that meant a lot to me because, again, like it really is a true relationship for me. Like we are connecting even though if we don't even see each other, like on video or anything. Like even it may seem like just a message or a comment, but it really does mean a lot. So like to allow every single person to know, like, hey, like that does mean a lot to me, and it means a lot that you're here in person. I think that was really rewarding. And then just seeing so many people in the room, it was really nice as a host to see twins talk to other twins.
Yeah.
Like, I guess, like, I feel like I fulfilled what God was telling me to do when people are able to connect for themselves as well.
And what do you think you learned from this event?
As far as in terms of what?
In terms of like planning.
Well, I definitely want to, huh?
Planning and executing.
Oh, I didn't tell you this part. I told my friend Nicole, which she's amazing. Shout out Nike. Hey! But I told her like, oh yeah, definitely. I want an operations manager because everybody was coming up for me for logistics.
Yeah.
And
The wedding day. That's why people get wedding planners.
and yeah, and I was like, oh, like it really took me away from being able to like host and just talk with twins.
Yep.
And she said that she'll do it.
Oh, who's she?
I just said Nicole.
Oh, Nicole. Cool. Amazing.
And guess what she said, girl? She said, I see so many people she said, you are the founder. I see so many founders trying to like do the planning or do the operations at the event and host. And it really takes, she was like, you need to do the marketing. Like you are the one fundraising and getting sponsors. Like that should be your full job and let somebody else take over the operations. And she said, I got
Wow,
you.
that's great. How did you meet her?
At work.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh
we
yeah,
didn't-
girl.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it too much, but there was just so much. There was just so much teamwork.
Oh yeah. Actually, go ahead. Yeah.
You know, I just
That
feel
was
like we
one of my favorite parts. That was one of my favorite parts. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, it's good because it shows that you did a really good job of picking people who were in alignment with you. And then we did a group prayer.
Yeah, the prayer was dope. And guess what? Abigail prayed for parking.
Ooh, and it worked.
And it worked. I asked so many people how they're parking, and they said it was fine.
Nice.
Yeah, actually seeing everybody like do the last minute decorations in the last 20 minutes, it was like so. It was my favorite part.
And what's one conversation that you were surprised by?
It's kind of funny because it goes back to the marketing thing. Well, I'll say this, like my overall goal in general was to get twin mamas there. I think that's what it's been from the start.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the first event, we had no twin mamas. In this event, we had at least 5 twin mamas, and it was amazing. And so one twin mama asked, I think she was asking about Ohio or something like that. And I told her I'll send her the info. But one thing is like the fact that she's there, that parents are there. I was like, this is actually what I was trying to do, get parents here. And they are here.
Yeah, you did that, girl.
And then 2, like she was asking about Ohio and so many people commented about the panel. And I was like, that's what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to know about Ohio. And now they.
Good job, girl. Yay! Oh, let me do a little clap on my thing. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Oops.
I didn't hear it, by the way, if I was supposed to.
But it'll be to you, don't worry. Well, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. And that's all, folks.
And that's all for Twinner Time, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and support our twin supporters. Twinner Time, 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 Twinner Time.
Next time, check it out.